bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32 between the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. And leading them out there, we get a look at their 6'3 quarterback. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down.
It's pretty much become the norm when we see guys come out before a game and go through the route tree with their receivers. I thought it was exciting for us to see the exact same thing happen in practice.
He's so meticulous, isn't he?
He really is, and that tells me it's not just a one-time-a-week thing. They work on it all the time, trying to hone that fine edge. They want to see if they can get in sync and stay in sync in this one.
Pass interference, defense.
Let me play, dog. Let me play.
So flag for the contact, pass interference.
And I know that you're going to look at me and roll your eyes, and rightfully so, because you know what I'm going to say. Doesn't the defender have a right to the football as well?
No, I don't like defenders.
That's because you spent too much time with me. Okay, I'll side with you on this one. Here's the correct call.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Lions, 38.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a pretty good run as he'll get this down close to a first at the Lions 31. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
The 28-yard line.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker, and he'll get this back to the 32-yard line. Detroit gearing up for their opening drive here, led by Matthew Stafford, the veteran former #1 pick back in 2009.
And his arm strength is often described as out of this world, and I've seen some throws out of him that are just really off the charts. But sometimes he relied on his arm so much, his footwork got in the way, led to some inconsistency. But I love watching him evolve as a quarterback. He gets better and better each year.
Now a 1st down throw, Stafford. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. The numbers for him from a week ago. 5 catches, 61 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Catch is made by Hockenson, the tight end. And he goes out right around the 39. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
At the 47-yard line.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route.
That's good.
And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. We're scoreless after one.
With no score.
Come on. 70, 25, check 25. Check your hot read.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. Second and goal. Second and goal from inside the 5.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the put. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets the touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Taken in the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
And it's third down.
They'll try and run here with Swift. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Man, that ain't make no sense.
This is one of the dangers of going for the punt block.
And you know before you even call going for the block, it's a risk-reward play. So many factors come into it. They went after it, and you know punters, what they do? They leave their leg up in near an extra count or two, hoping someone comes into contact.
Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with him. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Yeah, maybe they were coming with a blitz that... time and it caused a jump.
I think if we saw it, you know that they saw it. Might have been a little discussion down there. Bad guys coming, pick them up, pick them up. And someone jumped.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Stafford. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
Loss on the play. And it's fourth down.
Here's Jack Fox now. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this second week of the regular season. And this one sails out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
4-7's the mic. 4-7's the mic. Hey, come on.
They'll drop to throw. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the
2nd and 3.
47-yard line.
And he fires one incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
Back to throw again. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
31-yard line.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts.
Number 35.
As the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Looking for a slot man, and he's got him.
That's good.
And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll look to throw again. That is caught inside the 5.
Touchdown,
and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bears will add on to their lead. That is a near-perfect end-of-half drive right there.
And we've seen that many times from the best in the league. But do you really expect to see it done that well by a rookie? And how about the timing? Finishing it almost near the zeros, as you said, right at the end of the half. Great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. A big seam, and he might go all the way. So they hit pay dirt, but don't count it yet. There's laundry on the field. We'll see what the penalty flag is about.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
Brutal, so take away the long touchdown.
It's a cruel game sometimes, partner.
14.
So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the...
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
He won't go down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on second down.
And it's third down.
Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Lions linemen might have moved. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. After the false start, sets up a 3rd and 9.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
A shotgun snap for Stafford. He's got his tight end over the middle, T.J. Hockenson. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
At their own 16-yard
So
line.
here are the Bears now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
29-yard line.
And to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Christian Jones got
the linebacker Christian Jones there to make the stop.
Brings up second and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got this down to the 35. 12 yards there and a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That's a 12-yard gain now on back-to-back plays. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Stay on the slot. Stay on the slot. 19 tight. 47 Mike.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
The pass.
And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2.
What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. Back now at Soldier Field.
14.
So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
28, Mike, he's coming. Check in.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. From 4 yards out. And the Bears will extend their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like
The
4th quarter,
for the extra point.
and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now 21-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now it's Crowder. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams.
Stafford's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. You got the big lead defensively.
It's a gain of
Willing
7.
to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play. So now 3rd down coming up.
And it's 3rd down.
Stafford looks to throw again. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
One thing they definitely like about this youngster is his motor. He is full throttle on each and every snap. Loves to get after the quarterback, and that has to feel good to him right there. His 1st career sack.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Lions go for it on 4th. It's Stafford. And this is going to be incomplete. The Lions turned away on 4th down. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. Well, at this stage of the game in the 2nd half, down 3 scores, I guess they felt like they needed to push.
And let's face it, with this deficit, if they give up another score here after they didn't get it, does it really matter? It really doesn't. They had to go and try and make something happen if they had any chance of winning this game.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker.
But it's 4th down.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Lions will take over. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Stafford on 2nd down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who...
Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate. I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
It's a gain of 8.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. 1st down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on 1st down puts them back on their heels.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. And he will have the 1st down before he's brought down at the 3. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 3-yard line.
Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So for Chicago, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Packers will come to town. Meanwhile, for Detroit, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll be back home next week as they're set to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.